Madara, Itachi, Itachi, Madara. But yeah, after saying these names back to back like 3 times, you know who they are. Both from Naruto, very famous Uchihas. And my job here today is to defend a take from a very knowledgeable fan. Everybody knows who it is. It's Mr. RDC Mark. Cash Money Mark, however you want to call him. But here is his take.
I'll give y'all a take right now.
A bad take?
Itachi is the best Uchiha, especially if that stayed alive and wasn't sick. If that wasn't sick, he would have grabbed Madara by his hair and ran down the street dragging his mother ass. And yeah, I'm glazing.
No, we glazing. We glazing. I'm just gonna end it here. They were other takes. You should watch the whole thing if you want. Not forcing you to. But yeah, Sisui take, I can't even back this up. I'm not here to defend it. All I've got to say is Storm 4 was a great game. So I plead the fifth when it comes to talking about him. But when it comes to Itachi and Madara debate, if we can really call it that, when it's one-sided as hell. The way people talk about Madara is the same way Madara talks about Hashirama. The glaze is crazy, for good reason. I do the exact same thing. Don't get me wrong, the glaze is warranted. And normally, I would be in your side of history. But not today, because I'm here to defend. But let's get into it. If I had to give you comps, Madara feels like LeBron James. 6'9", 250 pounds. We know what we're talking about. Good at everything. No flaw to his game. That is Madara. He's basically near perfect at all forms of combat in the Naruto world. Taijutsu, ninjutsu, dojutsu, and probably even genjutsu. If Madara wants you gone, you are gone. Unless you're Hashirama, then, it's a debate. So what I'm saying is, he's him. But if we're talking about Itachi, he's more of a CP3, a flawed general archetype. Moves at his own pace, always does the right play, not too many mistakes or turnovers, if we're still talking NBA terms. High IQ, or battle IQ in this instance. If we're talking about battle IQ, IQ alone is top 5 in the verse. And this is me not trying to glaze. While he's above average in the skill sets he's portrayed meant to be good at, even though every time we've seen him, he's only been seen in good light. So we can't really say he's bad at anything. But when it comes to the other skill sets, like Taijutsu and other stuff, it feels like he is just above average. But don't get me wrong, he can compete with anyone, the best of them, even though his skill set is there. But it just feels like he's not top tier. I would never put him in a 1v1 against Madara in only Taijutsu or Guy in only Taijutsu. That feels unfair. But he's still sneaky good. I'm telling you right now, in case you didn't hear me, he can compete. He can compete. So I'm not downplaying Itachi. I would never do such a thing. He's my guy. When he destroyed the Leaf Village, I was there. I was the third Uchiha. Enough of that. But yes. But if we're talking about the stats, the skills he's good at, he is a 10 out of 10. Once again, I feel like I need to say this again because it's not as crazy of a difference like Guy or even Lee, with them being the best taijutsu in the verse and then turning into the worst at everything else. He is the best genjutsu and other things he's good at. Then maybe top 20 in everything else. That's how good this guy is. While Madara is a all-around player, all-around build, Itachi is more of a specialist who's also really good at everything else. I need to keep saying this. He's good at everything else. I think I dig this hole myself. And if we have to talk about talents, Itachi is a top 5 talent in the Leaf. A real quick list, it would be something like Madara, Hashirama. There's no question about that. But if you don't want to count them because that's before the Leaf Village, I understand that. But after that, I'll give it to Minato. The Glazy guy is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So I have to give it to him. And then, Hiruzen would be my pick. What do you guys know about Hiruzen? It's between Minato and Hiruzen here, swap them around. But the only problem is with Hiruzen, I don't know when he started getting hype. I feel like he's one of those guys like Jiraiya. He got hype after he turned 25. He wasn't a talent if you got hype at 25. But the things that Hiruzen does, learning all 5 nature chakras, summoning the Monkey King, those are talented stuff. But I just don't know when he got that or when that hype came. So that's again debatable why you would put Hiruzen. Sure, so I would put Itachi here. Somewhere around here, so 4th place. That's how good they're hyping this kid up. And then finally, I'll give it to Orochimaru at my 6th place because I want to mention the guy, one of my guys, Kakashi, 6th place. Now looking at the list, I feel like I need to put Naruto somewhere in here. I'll be honest with you. I'll just put him in Orochimaru's spot and move everyone up one. So it'd be Naruto, Orochimaru, then Kakashi. Because you don't want to hear my real take. You know what? I'm going to say my real take. Naruto is really a top 5 talent, which we know from the end of the story. But like the way they would have talked about Naruto, I think it would be like the way they talk about Hashirama. The problem is, if I put this in game terms so you guys could understand it, he sacrificed his early game, his early clout, for a higher late game scaling. Take away the Ninetales or make him friendly, I don't know which one you want to do, and keep Minato alive or Jiraiya, or give him someone who can teach him properly and not just leave him alone as a kid. And trust me, the glaze he would get, it's beyond Minato Itachi. You're telling me a kid who has probably the most chakra in the village already, even after having to supply some to the Ninetales. And he's already good at Taijutsu, he rivaled Sasuke. You're telling me he wouldn't be in the conversation of being the next Hashirama? Now, would he have made it as far without the Ninetales? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. With the Ninetales, it took him from, I don't know what it took him, but he raised the ceiling super high. He turned him from a superstar to a generational talent. But I don't know, he could be a generational talent without it as well. Because, you know, Minato didn't have the Ninetales and still was him. Hashirama didn't have the Ninetales and still was him. But back on topic, because this is not about my takes. I'm trying to defend another person's take. I'm not mad if you put Itachi anywhere from 3 to 5, because he's top 5. I just wouldn't put him 5, you know what I'm saying? But if you start telling me some bullshit, like he's 8, he's 9, he's 10, he's not even top 10, then I know you're glazing. I know I hate him, because I'm not taking you serious. He's top 2 Uchihas. And Sasuke is my guy, but he third, especially if Itachi is not ill. Only Madara beating him. I consider this is a conversation about Madara and Itachi. He could be 1. You're telling me a guy who has a quote saying one of the most complicated jutsu, one of the most broken jutsu, has a weakness. And the weakness was himself. And he's not top 2? Come on. His IQ just takes him up there. So honestly speaking, guys, I'm looking at you. If we take away the weakness that Itachi had, why can't he go toe to toe with Madara? Tell me. You need to explain to me why he can't. You need to convince me. Why can't we even put him in the convo? Someone brings it up. People are laughing, saying, no, he can't. That's absurd. Preposterous. I'm not even saying the word right. Preposterous. Man, I'm just asking you guys to make it more of a conversation than a one-sided argument. Make Itachi great again. All I'm asking, go on Google, go on Yahoo, go on Firefox, whatever browser you use. Type in Itachi highlights, Itachi best moments. Watch the highlights, watch the game, watch the footage, and tell me he is not comparable to your top characters and was doing all of that while blind and sick. Well, I'm done crashing out. So when it comes to Itachi versus Madara, my opinion is I'm gonna keep that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not here to pick sides. I'm only here to defend the weaker side. Does it mean I believe it? I don't know. It's up to you to come up with your own opinion. I'm just here to remind you who Itachi was and to stop playing on this guy's name. I'm done yapping. But if you guys like this idea and got other hot takes that I can try to defend the weaker side, no matter even if I believe it or not, I'll try my best to defend it. I'll debate just to debate. I'm down, just let me know. And you tell me why I'm wrong. I don't know no power scaling. I haven't watched Swakage for like 5 years. I was always a top 10 things you didn't know about insert character here. Shout out Shino Bean Trolls, the real ones know. I forgot about all this power skill. I just 3 of the what I remember of Itachi. And I had to come up with this video to defend him. But does it mean I'm picking a side? No. Just remember that. And with that, I'm out.